A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back once again to HJN Season 4. And as we are conclusifying the year of 2024 entirely, I've got HJN Nature Book, where we're going to talk about the remainder of the elements that I have yet to focus on. This time, let's get quite literal with what I just said there, and talk a bit about time for 2563. So, apart from ingenious cutaways, to a point where I could quite literally speak up about something that I had mentioned, even accidentally. I will say that time does truly have yet to be a big feature in HJN. It's a thing that I have mentioned time and time again. Yeah, I feel like that puns are going to be all over the place regarding time. But here's the thing about time as a whole. It is a good part of the nature book, because the whole chapter does have a lot to say regarding the past, present, and future. And I certainly have had a lot to say regarding memories of the past, plans for the future, and even what has happened in the present. That could be in recent times, or even what I happen to do in the immediate time. But apart from the summaries that I've had to speak up for 15 years or so, especially on the web, I will say time itself is something that I could talk for a pretty long time. Even here on HJN Standards, where I do hope to keep things short and simple, there's probably going to be a good amount of stuff I will have here to talk about when it comes to time itself. So, here we go. Time, as we know, is a piece of nature that never stops moving. It doesn't truly go backwards, unless you visualize it mentally. It doesn't truly go forwards any faster than it normally does. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. The seconds keep going up, then the minutes add up, then the hours add up, then the days, weeks, months, years, decades, centuries, millennia, and whatnot. It all goes into a large abundance of numbers. It doesn't matter if we put it up to an atomic or cosmic level regarding how large the numbers can go. They can go up into the decillions or centillions in range, especially when getting to know the fact that the universe itself, ever since the ever-elusive Big Bang event, the one that truly started it all, allowed the universe to be super big. But with the many theories that people have had over the years regarding about it shrinking, still is an ongoing trend to this day, and with the many people that we hope to see in the future, the many children of ours grow up to be anything in life. Firefighters, teachers, sewage workers. Yeah, the possibilities are certainly all over the place regarding occupation, regarding career opportunities, regarding college, regarding a life outside of school. It's all in the matter of what time and fate, and of course, the everlasting moral support from loved ones, friends, family, acquaintances, even whomever your love interest is. But let's certainly not forget about one major element to this known element of nature itself. How time itself turns the years around and allows for a multitude of achievements to occur. The achievements could be a simple trophy in whatever football game that you have managed to score a good amount of points in and win the season for your team. Time itself could also give you a good amount of time to earn your driver's license and make driving a big part of your life. You could even spend a good amount of money on whatever kind of nice car you might find on the marketplace. Or if somebody happens to lend you something. It's all in a matter of what time has to tell you. There's always the chance something could happen. It doesn't have to be immediate. It could be months, it could be years, decades possibly. It could always be a good amount of time before, let's say, the investments that you put in are indeed going to work out as planned. And you hopefully retire with an abundance of possibly a $10 million paycheck. to go with. And it could last you for the rest of your time until it finally expires. When that time expires, there was always the saying, the circle of life goes on. And as we've seen more than 30 years ago, Disney taught us in that one true legend of mid-90s cinematography, known as The Lion King, there's always the chance that some big message in the past will always be around to educate those in the future. 30 years, and it's still a big example of what modern day culture shows us, what animation had shown us, what a post-Dark Age Disney had shown us. And what we're truly going to expect in the future could probably be very well something else entirely. Yet, I'm sure that most of us are going to want to ask that simple old question. What does fate truly have in store for us? Well, you know what? I feel like it's just a bonus round for me. But in addition to talking a bit about time, what it does, and what it could possibly grant you, good or evil, doesn't really matter. But here's the thing about fate, which could probably be its own HJN episode, but I'll just get it done quickly. How about? Fate is, without a doubt, something everybody must expect. Yeah, an entire new episode will have to be made based on that exact concept. Furthermore, regarding time itself, I'm sure that most are going to want me to talk a bit more about what time can do for us, and more importantly, what else does it do? I mean, there's just a multitude of devices that we use to calculate time. I mean, take this iPhone for example. Time is always calculable on this thing. But we always have other such things that have been used for timekeeping. Clocks, watches, sundials, which are one of the oldest to mankind. Knowing that the sun used to be one of the most reliable pieces of timekeeping itself. How it always rose up from the east and settled in the west. But I do get the feeling that some people out there are still going to want me to simply conclusify the episode, knowing the fact that I had made the established rule on keeping things short, simple, and sweet. So that's probably just a good sign for me to say that's pretty much it for now. But hey, I will see you guys later on in HJN with more of this stuff. And as always, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me on wherever you can find me. That's just one thing in the past that I just don't want to bring up anymore. But also stay on the Hollywood side for more.